It is the biggest recession.
Markets in free fall.
The worst day
are in a recession.
The worst recession since the Great Depression of the 1930s.
There, and here at home, the average American recession was on Friday.
When the economy is struggling for at least 6 months in a row, when levels of unemployment are rising and retail sales are falling, that's when a recession happens. It is considered an unavoidable part of the business cycle, or the regular cadence of expansion and contraction that occurs in a nation's economy. It can be frustrating to the point of desperation, because the pressure is too much to handle for some. Yet economic collapse is awaited with much enthusiasm by those who understand how to profit from it.
The last time we had like a big crash, I made so much money. It was ridiculous.
When the market crashed, I moved about $500,000 into the market and made about another $1 million off of it. Just 3 weeks, good ROI.
As strange as this may sound, when the economy collapses, you can make a lot of money. Interesting, huh? Stay with me, because at the end of this video, you will know exactly how to take advantage of the crisis we are heading into. For all the fear, pain, and uncertainty recessions bring, they are a normal part of the economic cycle. The point where the economy officially falls into a recession depends on a variety of factors, which makes it unpredictable. Due to the unpredictable nature of recessions, it's difficult to gauge how long they last. But what we know for sure is the economy will always recover. Economies are cyclical by nature, with times of growth and times of decline. So downturns are expected. There is no timetable for recession occurrence, as the past economic downturns do not occur within a specific period of time. Some have occurred in the range of 10 years, while some 4 years. Numerous factors can contribute to slower economic activity, including problems with the financial sector or economic shocks such as supply chain disruptions due to extreme quarantine policies, as seen in 2020. The values of a GDP, which stands for the gross domestic product, represent the parameters that tell you how healthy or not the economy of a country is. When GDP growth is strong, firms hire more workers and can afford to pay higher salaries and wages, which leads to more spending by consumers on goods and services. When GDP growth is very low for 6 months in a row, then it's time to call a recession. Everybody starts to reevaluate their lifestyles. As businesses close, people lose their jobs, and everything declines. I know these are bad things to hear, but for some people, this is good news to them. While this might send shivers to your spine, the best approach is to not panic. Because when the market goes down, it will inevitably go up again. So why should you prepare for a recession? Because this is the period when a lot of people become rich without sweating much. Those times people sell their houses off at a lower price. The stock market declines and will be sold at a discounted price. During this pandemic, a lot of companies took a big hit. Restaurants, bars, offices, and gyms are largely empty as millions of people stay home to halt the spread of the coronavirus. That's created new opportunities for several companies. One of them is Zoom Video Communications. This business booms as demand for video conferencing. Look at this stock chart. On March 11th, 2020, when the World Health Organization announced COVID-19 as a pandemic, a share of this company was worth $110.30. But after 7 months, a share was worth $568.34. So, do the math. In only 7 months, you could make a lot of money. And this was only one example among many. So, what do you do to profit from a recession? You should understand that preparation is crucial when it comes to making an economic crisis the best event that you ever experienced in your lifetime. When the GDP of a country is up and the economy is booming, people are happily taking everything for granted, and they're buying everything new on the market, such as the most expensive clothes, the latest cars, and so on. Money is spent without any restraint, and it all makes sense because the economy can support such a lifestyle. Yet, could you do things differently? When everyone wants to consume, you take a step back and you prepare yourself for the disaster because the market will eventually crash. The best way to prepare is simply to live by solid financial principles. Stop spending and build your savings. Shore up your credit so you can refinance when rates are low. Save for a down payment so you can snatch a bargain home. Plan for a big expense now and save on it later. Recessions can create the worst scenarios for one's life. People experience a divorce, or maybe their business goes bankrupt. When making money becomes impossible, the pressure can lead to disastrous effects. And it's no wonder that creating an income is basically unachievable, since so many people either lose their jobs or if they still have one, their income is significantly reduced. And this leads to even more damaging consequences because the lifestyle some people followed during the expansion of the economy has led them to now not being able to pay their debts and mortgages. This inability determines many individuals to start selling. They sell their houses, they sell their stocks. Basically, they're selling everything they can just to create an income. And that is the time when you start buying. The best thing is that there are not too many people willing to buy in these uncertain times. Many people might think that you're crazy, thinking that investing in such chaotic times will bring you a profit. But they don't know that the market will always recover after a downfall. In times of economic despair, the best approach you can have in investing your money is to buy low and sell high. This is how rich people make their money. So now, it's time to evaluate your financial situation and make wise decisions, because recessions can work for you rather than against you. Remember, the market will always crash, but the market will always recover. While others spend, you can prepare. Buy low, sell high. It's time to put your money to work.